Hey everybody, Future Steady the Wind Sage here. Before the episode starts, just letting you know that this episode right now is where, very much later into the episode is where we start getting into the very, 18 plus stuff in this game, and the first instance of it is a very, can be a very uncomfortable and unsettling sort of, situation for people. It's definitely very different from back when I was doing, Kiss for the Petals and all. That being said, this is more of a general warning for the rest of the Let's Play going forward, that if this is content that makes you uncomfortable, I would recommend not watching the rest of this series. But, yeah, that's more or less what I'm gonna say about that. This will be the only episode where I'm really doing a formal warning, unless there's a specific reason to give a lot more warning. Otherwise, that being said, we cut over that stuff here, obviously, and it doesn't really get talked about much in this episode. But yeah, the implications of what's happening are very clear. So yeah, if that's just not your thing, then I'm glad you've watched with me up to this point. And I'll see you for whatever I do next. But yeah. Anyway, on with the episode. Hey everybody, it's City of the Wind Sage, and welcome back to Let's Play Demon Roots. In the last episode, we got started on our invasion of Behelos and took down the castle, making the kingdom ours. And yeah, not really much else to say. We got through the invasion. Radademon and Gilhound got like rather beat up, but for now it seems like they're still alive. So yeah, in this episode we're gonna keep going on. Things have only just started. The war's only really just begun. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Oh, there's our pals. Why'd the music stop? Oh, it's these two. Sadly, I got them mixed up with the other Gilhound. I feel bad. I did like that you can see that she, like, very sincerely was just like, oh, like, very upset that he's gone. Still, better alive and out of the fight than, dying. Let's see, books. Books are items that provide experience. Use them only on party members you want to level up. Okay. They're guaranteed drop from bosses. They can sometimes be found around on bookshelves. Okay. Stronger enemy, better the books. The bosses must drop like the best kind of book then. We could probably explore the castle more if we wanted to, but I think I'll just go up and see the remnants. I've been really liking the story so far, so I just kind of want to get more into it. Alright guys, let's figure out our next move. Oh wow, we're just straight up using a chess piece. That's kind of charming. So we only have about like 15,000 guys. Definitely not a lot for a war. Sometimes you need to, appeal to people's egos. Good grief. Is that a threat? Yes. I do like Polka's position in the military, how she's high, ranking because of her understanding humanity, and I like how even, there might be personal reasons to her not wanting to extinguish humanity, but there's also just like, the logistics of it is like, yeah, that didn't really work so well last time. But also, she's the only one who really understand that. It doesn't even sound like Todiera inherently wants to do it. It's like you said, it's all they know. Alright, let's get going. Who was that? I mean, getting in our head is part of the strategy, for sure. Like, that's kind of easy to tell. Did we just punch? Yeah, we just punched him. Enkindle. Let's see. Probably very valuable on harder difficulties, for sure. I doubt we're gonna need that in cinematic mode, for sure. But, you know, I best not get too overconfident. That's, like, fucking horrifying. It's like, I know in my heart what's true, but also can't help it, Jesus. Oh wow, slavery is just like, I knew it was a thing for this game, but I didn't know it was like straight up a topic of politics. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I feel like there was something I should have said there, but no, that's actually a very interesting story. It's kind of interesting to see like the whole concept of slavery like so like publicized and like seen as like an actual like, you know, political issue. That being said, let's please. I mean, everyone says it, but I feel the need to say it still. It's just like, can we please not like get political in the comments, please? Wait. What did he say? I kind of missed that. Demons are terrifying things. You should. Oh, you're one yourself. Okay, I kind of like how casual he is about it. But let's please not say anything in the comments. I will gladly partake in a world's fictional politics, but yeah, real politics is a no from me, dog. They're throwing poop at us, aren't they? Oh, it's just rocks. Where did you get that from? What a way to scare him off. Yeah, I was a little scared you make her from your own body. Do you like... Oh, okay, she just regenerate. I was eating one of my friends I was talking to. Yeah, how traumatizing that was. That line's kind of hilarious, just set out of context. I'm surprised people weren't more accepting of it. I guess it really does show kind of a community, because it's like, yeah, clearly the only reason that feels like such a concern is like the moral one of eating like a person like that. I mean, it should, yeah, demons have like their head in the right place, I suppose. Maybe yes. Please stop with that. Alright, so we're sort of getting a flow of the game. Yeah, I really like the NPCs here. I kind of like how everyone is sort of taking this, like, situation. You know, it is kind of just, like, one of those things where it's like, you know, the world just suddenly changed. What do you do in this situation? And in some way, I guess it is just kind of like, yeah. Like, I guess this is just like, I guess in a sense you are almost just like glad that the people that conquered you at least present reasonable. I don't think I'd say they are reasonable, but it's like present so. Like, you know, hope that your life changes as little as it possibly could. Anyway, let's just go. Oh, so it is pretty much just like a chapter system. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I'm ready to go anyway. I'm excited to go. I've been loving this plot a lot. I wonder if this gets more open world later. I just had a, like a weird like. Is the sound alright? The sound looks to be alright. I hope I just don't have any sound issues. Whoop! Oh no! Chicken's motion sick. Oh, we're just screwed. This woman's absolutely just getting sent at like Mach 10. Straight into vomiting. Oh, I thought we were going after the serial killer. Oh, I mean, I guess that is kind of like, it's hard to see that it's fully highlighted, so yeah. Yeah, we are, I guess we are still going there. Either way, let's get going. The 5 consecutive loop deal. I'm not like prone to motion sickness, but I'm prone to head rushes. Like, oh, I feel that. She can't even walk straight. Please, wait. Oh, Jesus. I think my favorite part is like I have like the I have like the R-rated patch installed. So like it will show the R-rated moment. I obviously can't show them. I'm gonna have this in mind for when they do show up though. So clearly it's not like this is censoring anything. It absolutely is just, yeah, okay. We just did not want to show her violently vomiting. That's right. Okay, I love this game board. I like how she's like also kind of gripping and like leaning on like the text box. Oh wow, she's just, yep, done. You know, there was something about casual fucked upness I mentioned last episode. I think I'll go into it this episode. This is part of it. And he's like leaning on the fact of her being, She threw up again. And it's just the police wait shit again. Okay, that is funny. How about just, yeah, straight to the dungeon. I don't know if I'm just easily abused today or just what the that was hilarious. you're gonna start a rioting, do it quietly. Yeah, door just busted straight open. Can I open his door? Oh shit! Let's try Ancient Mist. Like, things like this are usually, like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Things like this are usually highly resistant to physical. Sludge Dagger, Jiggly Jelly, Sakura Leaf, Jiggly Jelly. Sakura Leaf, okay, that was a lot. 300 HP, damn. Mana, Spirit Stone, alright. Is the Sludge Dagger back? Yeah, I did not expect it. Water damage, low chance to inflict poison. Oh, so elements are a heavy part of this game. Well, hey, you can leave anytime you want, buddy. Anyway, let's talk about the casual, like, fucked upness, you know, of this world a little bit. It might be an interesting conversation. I mean, I feel like sometimes it's a good, like, thing to, like, there's, like, a good, like, sense of that in a world where it's, like, sometimes you can just tell the setting of a world by how it treats, like, kind of fucked up stuff. Or more like an indicative of writing. I mean, sometimes writing and world building go hand in hand sometimes. Was there any... Okay, so there wasn't anyone in here. Oh, well, none of them just want to rebel, huh? Anyway, one second. Sells weirdly drafty and colds. Yep. Secret path. I like that. Okay. So... Okay, so it explains that this is a game that respawns animes. But yeah, I kind of like, I feel like you can tell a lot about, like, a writing and a world building when, like, kind of, like, with almost, like, how, like, sometimes casually, like, some fucked up elements can be brought up. It says a lot about, like, the characters as well that are involved in these situations. Like, you can kind of tell Polka's personality by just, like, how she really just kind of, like, took that and just did not expect any less. Like, and this guy is a creep, but and this guy's a creep, but a piece of shit. But she just, like, that's all she says about it. That is, like, she is just, like, very casual about it. And stuff like that kind of, like, makes sense for, like, stuff like that kind of makes sense, you know? Like, it sets the stage for the world. Like, and we were kind of seeing it in episode 1 with how the ambassador treated, like, the knight. Where it's like, oh, yeah, he just sucks. And to be fair, he's more, like, supposed to point out just, like, how much he does suck. And, you know, we see how much the king sucks, too, you know? Oh, we do have a shop here. No reason to buy anything, though. Wow, they all really did lose hope. And, you know, I feel like it's very interesting, and it's, you know, it could definitely be a bold, but, you know, slippery slope to, how you handle things like that, because it's very easy to make, like, something fucked up too casual, and then it almost kind of, like, comes off as it's being, like, normalized, like, not just by, like, the people, but, like, the literature itself. So, you know, it's kind of interesting in that way. Like, it's definitely a slippery slope going, but, like, how much you, like, almost normalize, like, the messed up things around you. Like, the fact that something's casual, you know, it kind of means it's regular. It means it's normal. You know, not normalized, but normal, so... And sometimes the whole point is just how wrong that is, and, like, how messed up that is. And sometimes it is, like, it's like an uncanny valley. It's supposed to, like, make you kind of feel, like, unsettled. Like, if stuff like this happened in, like, in our world, you know, that would be, like, a... Let's see. Cutscene, I'll keep going after. Oh, Lily Killer. What is that, Husky? I mean, even that was a good example. Like the tone, it let itself get kind of like serious. It even like took the background. It even like took the background away to like, kind of like let it settle beneath you. And then, but also, you know, give it the other hand, it really just leaded to like the, oh, she's right behind you, and then it just like literally punched through a wall. Like, you know, you can, I feel like that's very clever writing, honestly. Like, I kind of like writing that can like blend these sort of like dark and lighthearted aspects together. It's as someone who like writes and storytells, it is a hard thing to do it like well and with elegance. I like to think I can do it well, but just because I think that way doesn't mean that's the sentiment of anybody else. I feel this is done right. And honestly, it is a hard thing to do, especially since, you know, on some level, some people are just not going to like vibe with that at all. Like, it's definitely like, depends on your audience sort of deal. I wonder if there's anything in here. Okay. I mean, let's go in. Oh, wow, you just feel the aura then immediately with the heartbeat. I can like hear the thumping in my headphones. It's kind of like impressive. I'm gonna try not to talk too much though. Just kind of let the ambiance set in. Oh shit! The fucking slimes respawn, damn it. By the way, I should mention, I mentioned like in episode 1, I knew someone else that wasn't like Polka by name. Yeah, it was Lily Killer. I admittedly don't know much about her except that, like, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious. I might as well say it because it's part of the blind experience, me talking about my thoughts. She's a party member, from what I know. I know this because the friend who played Demon Root fucking loves this character. And I don't know if it has to do with, like, her combat when we inevitably get her. I know it partly has to do with the story. I don't know much about it. I mean, also, if you just look up Death Polka, there's, like, if you, like, look up Death Polka, you know, there's, why did I only hit that one guy? Anyway, if you look up Death Polka, like, there's some, like, you know, Lily Killer is sometimes even in, like, fan arts with this character. So, like, I mean, yeah. I feel it also kind of, like, makes sense. She's a party member. It feels kind of obvious to me, but sorry if it did spoil. Oh, shit. It's weird. I just, like, I saw the opening right there, and I still fell for it. Sorry if it's a slight spoiler. Again, part of me being rusty, I kinda don't know when to keep my mouth shut, I guess. But I know my friend loves that character, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing why. I tend to have, like, the same taste as my, friend in this case. Alright. Another sludge dagger. Let's keep moving. Wait, no. Polka, I want to go back. Nobody's here. Someone must be dying out there. I mean, like, anyway, let me go back here. But yeah, I mean, do I still have anything left to say on the whole, like, the casualness of Dark Elements? I mean, I guess I can talk about my own, like, literature interests, because they have kind of changed from, like, back then. I have kind of definitely been more, like, into, like, the, you know, some of the more mature stuff from, like, which is very much a far cry distant from, like, the wholesome Kiss for the Pedal stuff I was into back when I was younger. Not to say I'm not into that stuff. In fact, I really do love, like, just, like, you know, traditionally very wholesome, very stuff. I never continued with the Pedal series because, in a way, I always wanted to go, like, I wanted it to be a thing for the channel. And the reason I'm doing this as opposed to a Kiss for the Pedals game, I wanted to try this game for a while. This is a good excuse to get back into recording while trying a new experience. And also, you know, R18 skip mode. Turn R18 skip on to keep the game PG-13. Go to the options. Okay. Oh, yep. This is proof that we're gonna see it. And given we just freed Lily Killer, I'm very concerned what that can mean. But let me go to my options. I want to make sure it's off actually. Because wait. Yeah. Because honestly, I actually kind of like. I mean, even back then, Kiss for the Pedals, I was like looking at that. I was like, you know, engaging with the adult parts of like the theme sometimes. And you know, I just thought, I mean, yeah, might as well talk about the things even if I can't show them on YouTube. And besides, might as well experience the full game. My friend actually recommended I look at the full game this way, so yeah. Oh, never mind. This is probably going to go in a very different way than I was expecting. Yeah, like I said earlier into the episode, I'm definitely skipping over scenes like this. For multiple reasons, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot of my, talking in between moments like this, like I was doing with the past Let's Plays. It does feel a bit in poor taste, kind of context depending on. But I mean, I also know that one of the future episodes is like this, and I kind of do a lot of cutting around like that, so I might just do it like that. But again, in this first instance, this is just me telling you that, again, this is something that, from what I understand, as I'm editing this part without being too much further into the game, um, this is stuff that can be expected, and if this is stuff that makes you uncomfortable, reasonably so, I do recommend just skipping the rest of this Let's Play. I'm sure the game's great, but this is definitely can be a bridge too far for people, and I wouldn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Again, I'll see you for whatever I do next time if that's the case, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure even a little bit how much of that I'm gonna keep. Well, not anything involving the CG, but even the shit before that. Holy crap. I skipped through the dialogue, but like, oof. They know how to tone set. Yeah, behind bars. Let's handle this. Yeah, that scene was definitely disgusting. I mean, I feel like I'm supposed to comment more on that, but like, what am I supposed to say? Just don't fucking do that to people. I guess like, it was handled well for what it could be. Who's this? Oh, that's Lily. Wait, when did she get here? Was she in the scene the whole time and I just missed her? I mean, I can see it. Guess she's helping us out. Anyway, I mean, I kind of knew, like, the game could get fucked up in this way, so it's like, I mean, how do I go about talking about, like, I mean, you don't do it to people, it's wrong? Like, I feel like I should have more to say, like, I mean, I will give credit where it's due that it was, like, they handled it in the best way you can handle a scene like that. You handle it with, as much respect as you can give it. Again, like, what am I supposed to say? Like, I feel like there's almost nothing I could say that, like, I mean, trying to be sensitive here is all really the best way I can say it. Is like, yeah, they handled it the best way they could. They really did just lean into, like, no, there's nothing good about this. It's fucked up. I feel like that's the best way you can handle it. And honestly, it's a thing I like it when games do, and that is handle things in a very, like, adult and mature sort of way. Oh, blank stare. She's in bad shape. But like, I do like that they kind of, like, they use the adult rating not just to. Weren't you just? Did you go in a circle, Lily? Oh, a grave. Oh, it's the St. Behelo statue. What in the world was that? You back there, buddy? Anyway, I'm noticing this episode's also kind of running long, so I think I'll end it off here, but I might as well finish my point. Yeah. I mean, I'm very much okay with when with an adult game is, like, ready to, like, tackle adult themes, you know? It's not just about doing these things to, like, you know, inherently, like, you know, be arousing or anything. Sometimes you just do it to show off, like, yeah, there's a lot of dark elements, and it can be very disturbing. So, yeah, something to think about. Anyway, with that, I think we're gonna end things off here. Next time on Let's Play Demon Roots, we'll keep going ahead. See you guys then.